How are you, everybody? This is Mr. Nasser. I hope you like this recording. Today we are looking at geometric transformation, especially translation, reflections, and rotation. So we will go over what all this three things mean. First, we will go over a translation, and the translation, the shape moves. So if we start with the shape and it translates, that just mean it's going to move to a new place on a grid. It stays it stays the exact same size. The angle are exactly are same as it just moves. A reflection is going to mirror the shape, so the shape stays exactly the same. It just mirrors itself. So you draw a line of symmetry, and then each shape is equal distance from the line of symmetry, and it's looking right back at each at itself. That's what. A rotation just rotates, so all angle in the shape will rotate a certain amount of degree like that. So I'm gonna go here, over here, gonna have some translation, reflection, or rotation up of the shape. We will do that. It says so here. It's rotation, so the shape is gonna to rotate. Now it's going to transform, which means it's going to move, and now it's going to reflect, which means it will mirror. At right, let's look at what it looks like on a grid, and the instruction will be in this green part at the top. And so let's start with the shape and let's give it some instruction. Transform the shape 3 unit to the right and 2 unit down. So we are gonna move it 3 unit to the right and 2 unit down, and that's so. Here's our triangle, and let's see what is instruction say. Transform the shape 5 unit to the left and 4 unit up. Let's move it 5 unit to the left, 3, there's 5 unit to the left, and now 4 units up. And what is the new transform shape? Again, notice that the shape is exactly the same as the previous shape. It just have moved 5 units to the left and 4 units up. Let's try another triangle there, and the instructions say to reflect the triangle over the y-axis. So we see our y-axis right in the middle there, and we're just going to reflect it right over that y-axis will be our line of symmetry. So let's reflect it equally from the y-axis and see how notes each part of the triangle is the same amount of distance from the line of symmetry. That uh, is the key in the reflection. Each shape has to be an exact same distance from the line of symmetry looking at itself. Let's try another one. Reflect the triangle for unit to the left so that a little confusion, but that means we are just going to find our points furthest to the left, our angle furthest to the left, and count 4 units to the left, and that is going to be our line of symmetry, right? The That's our mirror, and that means we are going to do the exact same for the reflected shape. It's going to be the same amount of distance from that line of symmetry. So it's 4 units away from that line of symmetry, and that is our reflected shape. Note it's exactly the same, and it's the exact same distance from the line of symmetry. And here's something to take note of in reflections and transformation. The angle of the shape don't change, so write that down. Screenshot how whatever you need to in reflection and transformation. The angle of the shape don't change. Let's go over another shape with more instruction. So this says rotate in triangle 90-degree clockwise. So what does that mean clockwise? It means that it's going to rotate the same way a hand of clock rotates. So that's going to go that way. So here's some instructions when doing rotation. The first step is you find an angle to focus on. Could be any angle, but whatever you think it's easiest. So you're going to pick one angle to focus on. Will put pick the right angle here for this triangle. Step 2 is you're going to ask if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. In this case, it's clockwise. And then the final step is you are going to rotate it the number of degree in that direction. So his triangle will rotating 90-degree clockwise. So we are going to move that 90-degree in that direction. All right, let's take a look at this triangle rotate. The triangle 37-degree counterclockwise, so clockwise was in the direction of hands on the clock. Counterclockwise is the opposite direction. So there's our angle of focus, the right angle, and we are going to rotate that 37-degree that away, and that is For today, it translation, reflection, and rotation.